I wanna see your face, blotted out from the sky. In it, painted black.
Stop the vent!
Did he just catch a rocket?
Long before the pyramids rose along the Nile in Egypt, there existed a powerful civilization known as Kondak. It was said to be the first nation on Earth ruled by a king. For centuries, Kondak flourished, becoming a beacon of strength and prosperity. But everything changed when King Aktun took the throne. Aktun seized power through force and ruled as a tyrant for years. Obsessed with dark magic, he sought to forge the crown of Sabak, a mystical artifact that would make him invincible. To create it, he required Eternium, a rare mineral with supernatural properties found only in Kondak. He enslaved his own people, forcing them to mine the precious stone. One day, a worker named Ja found a fragment of Eternium. To claim the king's promised reward, he had to deliver it to the guards, risking robbery from other desperate miners along the way. When thieves tried to steal the fragment, a young man named Harit stepped in to protect him and escorted him safely to a soldier. But after Ja received his reward, the soldier stabbed him and shoved him off a cliff. Witnessing the brutality, Harit was horrified. Teth Adam, Harit's father, pulled his son away before he too became a victim. Harit dreamed of freedom for his people, but Teth Adam warned him that graveyards were filled with men who tried to play hero. Still, Harit believed unity could overthrow the tyrant. He stole a piece of Eternium from a guard and raised it as a symbol of hope, igniting rebellion in the hearts of the oppressed. King Aktun recognized the danger of that spark. He ordered Harit executed publicly. Even facing death, the young man refused to kneel, determined to inspire his people with his final breath. But a miracle occurred. The Council of Wizards, ancient magical guardians of Earth, chose Harit as their champion. They granted him the powers of the gods, transforming him into a being of immense strength. By then, however, the crown of Sabak had already been forged. When the champions stormed the palace to confront Aktun, the king unleashed demonic forces. Their battle reduced the palace to ruins, but the champion prevailed. The wizards hid the crown so it would never again corrupt mankind. Afterward, the champion vanished. A legend remained: when Kondak needed him most, he would return. In the present day, Kondak is controlled by an international mercenary group known as Intergang. Armed checkpoints guard every border. Vehicles are searched, and citizens must show identification to pass. At one checkpoint, a 14-year-old boy named Amon tries to slip through on his skateboard, but is shoved aside by a guard and ordered to the back of the line. He mocks the soldier, angering him. Meanwhile, Kareem drives a van through inspection while guards scan for a wanted fugitive, Adriana Tomas. Once across the border, Adriana emerges from hiding inside the van. Amon appears at the window. He is her son and wants to join her mission to recover the lost crown of Sabak. She convinces him to return home. Traveling toward a mountain marked on an old map, Adriana clutches her Eternium pendant, an heirloom from her grandmother dating back to Kondak's free era. Her companion Samir remarks that it could fetch a fortune on the black market, but to Adriana it represents her heritage. Kareem, her brother, jokes that all he inherited was their grandfather's coat and baldness. Reaching the mountain, Adriana and Samir explore while Kareem waits in the van. Inside, Samir disappears. When Kareem notices him falling from the mountainside, armed soldiers surround him. Meanwhile, Adriana is startled when Ishmael appears, claiming Samir had to leave. They reach the tomb of Teth Adam. Ahead lies the crown of Sabak. Adriana leaps between two rocks to reach it, but soldiers burst in, capturing Ishmael and taking Kareem hostage. Adriana surrenders. Kneeling before Teth Adam's tomb, she is granted last words. She speaks a single word, Shazam. A blinding force erupts. A hooded figure appears and vaporizes a mercenary with lightning. Gunfire erupts, but bullets cannot pierce the warrior's skin. Using incredible speed and power, he defeats the soldiers effortlessly. Adriana recovers the crown as the warrior shields her from falling debris. After thousands of years, Black Adam has awakened. Leaving the mountain, he encounters helicopters, machines beyond anything from his era. He destroys them midair, causing massive explosions. More troops arrive, but he dispatches them with ease. He even catches a missile mid-flight and survives a direct blast. Though wounded in the abdomen, he eventually collapses from the strain. Back in the mountain, Ishmael reveals he orchestrated the ambush to steal the crown unnoticed. Now he must pursue Adriana. Elsewhere, upon learning of Black Adam's return, Carter Hall Hawkman assembles a team: Maxine Hunkel Cyclone, Al Rothstein Atom Smasher, and Kent Nelson Dr. Fate. Calling themselves the Justice Society, they set out to capture Black Adam. Black Adam awakens in Amon's bedroom. He heals his wound and stares into a mirror, confused by the unfamiliar object. He soon learns that 5,000 years have passed since his imprisonment. Adriana studies the crown and finds an inscription inside. Life is the only path to death. Amon tells Black Adam that Kondak has suffered under invaders ever since he disappeared. A statue was erected in his honor, but Black Adam claims he is no hero and exits by smashing through a wall. Doors in his time did not exist. The Justice Society arrives in Kondak. Dr. Fate explains their plan. If Black Adam says Shazam, he will lose his powers. Amon steals a radio and broadcasts to Intergang that Kondak's champion has returned. He is chased, but escapes on his skateboard. Using a hand gesture shaped like a triangle, a symbol of resistance, he tries to summon Black Adam. Amon is captured, and Adriana intervenes but is recognized as a fugitive. Black Adam appears, hurling a guard into the sky and eliminating snipers in seconds. Just as he prepares to kill two enemies midair, the Justice Society intervenes. Hawkman leaps into battle, saving falling soldiers. Black Adam retaliates with lightning. Dr. Fate demands surrender. Black Adam refuses, declaring he was once a prisoner and now has been reborn a god. Dr. Fate conjures illusions of ancient Kondak to disorient him. Hawkman attacks, enraging Black Adam. A brutal aerial battle follows. Cyclone creates a tornado to trap him. Adam Smasher grows gigantic and restrains him briefly. But Black Adam unleashes his full power, defeating them all. Even Adam Smasher is knocked down with a single punch. The people of Kondak chant for their champion as he vanishes. Dr. Fate warns his team not to pursue, they are not strong enough. Through a vision, Fate learns Adriana possesses the crown. She denies it, unaware that Amon secretly hid it in his backpack during the battle. To resolve matters peacefully, Adriana agrees to guide the Justice Society to the ancient palace, the same place where 5,000 years ago, Black Adam fought King Aktun. According to legend, he went there to free his people. But according to the Justice Society, he went there for revenge, and in his rage, his power became uncontrollable, destroying the palace and everyone within. In the distant past, after Black Adam's fury destroyed the palace and countless lives, the Sorcerer's Council judged him unworthy of the divine gifts he had been granted. Stripped of their trust, he was sealed inside a tomb, imprisoned for thousands of years, until Adriana unknowingly freed him. In the present, after confronting Adriana, Black Adam agrees to a temporary truce and listens to what the Justice Society has to say. Meanwhile, Amon returns home and is shocked to find Ishmael alive. What the boy doesn't realize is that Ishmael is a traitor who staged everything to obtain the crown of Sabak. He takes Amon and Kareem hostage, demanding the backpack that contains the crown. Refusing to let such power fall into the wrong hands, Kareem attacks Ishmael and orders Amon to run. Kareem is shot in the abdomen, but his sacrifice gives Amon enough time to hide the crown and escape through a secret passage. During tense negotiations between Black Adam and the Justice Society, Adriana receives a frantic call from Amon. Intergang is hunting him, and he is hiding inside a building. Desperate, she begs Black Adam to save her son. When Black Adam arrives, he discovers Amon has already been captured. A mercenary throws the boy from a great height, but Black Adam catches him midair before he can be killed. Enraged, he turns on the criminals. Ishmael forces Amon at gunpoint to reveal the crown's location, but the boy refuses. Ishmael takes him hostage and escapes on a floating motorcycle. Trapped in the vehicle's storage compartment, Amon manages to call his mother and reveal his location. The Justice Society joins the search. Black Adam tears through the pursuing motorcycles one by one, showing no mercy. When he fails to find Amon, Hawkman tries to stop him from killing indiscriminately, but Black Adam refuses to obey. In truth, Ishmael used his own men as decoys. While fleeing with Amon to Adriana's apartment, Dr. Fate discovers Kareem wounded on the floor. Kareem fears he is about to die, but Dr. Fate calmly tells him that he has foreseen his death. And this is not it. He reveals that Kareem's fate involves electrocution. Relieved but suddenly reconsidering his career as an electrician, Kareem is taken aboard the Society's ship for treatment. Back at the hideout, Black Adam and Hawkman interrogate captured mercenaries. Dr. Fate attempts to read their minds, but Black Adam prefers intimidation, threatening to drop them from hundreds of feet in the air. Even after extracting the information, he releases them anyway, forcing Hawkman to rush in and save them. Their argument erupts into a destructive fight that levels the house. During the chaos, Black Adam accidentally strikes the crown, realizing they need to work together. They decide to use it as leverage to rescue Amon. On the way to the El Hadidiyah Mountains, Dr. Fate confides in Hawkman. He has foreseen Hawkman's death in the coming battle. He warns his friend that soon they may have to say goodbye. Arriving at the mountain fortress, Black Adam storms in first, eliminating guards with brutal efficiency. He confronts Ishmael, who is protected by an Eternium shield. The Justice Society joins the fight. Seeing a gun aimed at her son's head, Adriana hands over the crown. Ishmael reveals his true identity. He is the last descendant of King Aktun and believes the crown makes him rightful ruler of Kondak. He chants the incantation written inside the crown, drops the shield, and shoots Amon, but Black Adam moves faster than the bullet, saving the boy. His rage shatters the mountain itself. Amid the destruction, Amon survives, but is badly wounded and rushed away for treatment. Ishmael's charred body is recovered with the crown fused to it. Hawkman finds Black Adam at the ruined palace, staring at a statue of Harat, his son. Black Adam reveals the truth. Harat was the true champion chosen by the wizards. After many victories, King Aktun targeted his family. To save his father, Harat transferred his divine powers to Teth Adam. Moments later, powerless, Harat was killed by an arrow through the heart. Overcome with grief and fury, Teth Adam unleashed vengeance upon the kingdom, an act that led the sorcerers to imprison him. Ashamed, Black Adam decides to surrender his powers. He asks Hawkman to ensure he can never speak the word Shazam again. Hawkman delivers him to an underwater prison overseen by Amelia Harcourt, who promises he will never speak another word. Yet something is wrong. Dr. Fate is plagued by recurring visions. Adriana recalls the inscription inside the crown. Life is the only path to death, but Ishmael had spoken it backward. Death is the only path to life. When Adriana flips the crown, the reverse message matches Ishmael's final words. She realizes the truth. Ishmael intended to die so he could return to life. Suddenly, the crown vanishes from the ship's morgue. From the ocean depths rises Sabek, a demonic entity reborn. Hawkman fires missiles, but Sabek destroys the ship and heads for the throne of Kondak. If he sits upon it, he will become unstoppable. The Justice Society fights desperately. Hawkman wounds Sabek, but is knocked unconscious. Dr. Fate erects a mystical barrier around the city, trapping his teammates outside. He reveals he has seen Hawkman's death and chooses to sacrifice himself instead. For the first time in years, he cannot see the future beyond this moment. Dr. Fate confronts Sabek alone, buying time and psychically reaching out to Black Adam. He frees him from imprisonment. Though powerless, Teth Adam defeats his guards and dives into the ocean. As Dr. Fate falls in battle, the protective barrier collapses. Hawkman arrives only in time to witness his friend's final breath. Sabek claims the throne and unleashes legions of hellish creatures upon Kondak. Adriana and Kareem prepare to defend the city. Kareem, remembering Dr. Fate's prediction, boldly faces the undead. Amon rallies the citizens to fight for their freedom. Emerging from the sea, Teth Adam speaks the word Shazam and regains his powers. Sabek destroys Harat's statue and prepares to kill Amon, but Black Adam arrives just in time. He saves the boy and confronts the demon in a final clash of champions. Sabek initially overpowers him. Hawkman intervenes and is gravely wounded just as foretold, but reveals it was a magical projection created through the Helmet of Fate. Multiple spectral versions of Hawkman restrain Sabek long enough for Black Adam to seize his moment. With overwhelming force, Black Adam tears the demon apart. The legions vanish. The people of Kondak erupt in victory. Though they remain wary of him, the Justice Society acknowledges that Black Adam has saved the nation. They abandon their attempt to arrest him and return home. The citizens beg Black Adam to become their ruler. Instead, he destroys the throne. He will not be king. He declares himself not a ruler but the protector of Kondak. At last, the nation stands free.